Hi, this is Doug Howard, and I want to talk to you this morning about the difference between having a tax preparer and a tax strategist. So many of you that know me know that for about 17 years or so, I had a small business bookkeeping and payroll company, did taxes for lots of businesses, had some great CPAs on staff, and did a lot of interesting work with business owners of all types. But one of the things I learned during that period of time, and I've learned since with my own businesses, is that there is a big difference between a tax preparer and a tax strategist. A good tax preparer will take the information that you give them, understand the tax laws, give you good options about how things can be handled, how things can be represented, and get your taxes done in a timely fashion with you knowing full well what you need to do in terms of estimates and deadlines and things like that. Most of that, however, is kind of after the fact. A good tax strategist is going to be looking at your profitability for the business, which is probably the biggest variable on your personal tax return as well, unless you do a lot of other speculative things. And they're going to look at it a couple of times during the year, maybe halfway through the year, maybe 3/4 of the way through the year. And they're going to be looking for strategies, understanding what you're trying to do as a business owner, what kind of equipment you might need, what kind of retirement plans you're looking at. And they're going to proactively give you strategies, not just to manage when you pay your taxes or how you pay your taxes, but actually impact within the confines of the law and within the confines of good strategy, how you can minimize your taxes, take advantage of deductions and credits and things like that exist, some on the federal level, some on the state level. If you are in a situation right now where you have a tax preparer and not a tax strategist, and honestly, in some cases, those aren't always the same. There have been times when I've used a tax strategist and had somebody else actually prepare the taxes. But make sure that understanding the tax is a very big part of the expense that you'll incur as a business owner, that you have somebody that understands tax strategy, that you're communicating with during the year, and that you're making decisions proactively. It's pretty late in the year right now, but if you have that kind of opportunity, or maybe you have that relationship and you just haven't reached out to somebody, I would do it right now, because once that ball drops, once the year ends, you lose the ability to do certain things that will impact that year. If you don't have that person, I would make it a commitment in 2026 to go find a tax strategist. I'm Doug Howard. You can always reach me at doug.howard@growteams.com. Be happy to talk about the difference between a tax preparer and a tax strategist and how you might go about making sure you're lined up the way you need to be.